different built-in types or built-in data structures in Python. Predominantly we have list, dictionary, tuples and sets. So when we talk about lists can be of varied length and the content can be modified and they are mutable, which means that you can change the content of the list. Lists are defined using square brackets. You can also use built-in methods like list to create a list. And there are multiple methods available like append, insert to add elements to the list. Pop and remove method are used to delete elements from a list. And then you can combine two lists using a plus operator, or you can use the extend method. You can use the short method to sort the elements of the list, and there are some other functions as well like clear, reverse, max, count and index. So we'll see all one by one. So first is here I have created a list, and as I've told you in day 1 session that if you want to print any type of a particular list, you can use the type functionality. Here I have created a list with multiple elements of different types. One is a string, then you have integer, and then you have boolean, and then you have null value. So we'll run it. So here you can see the class is of type list and it has the multiple elements. If I have to create list, you have to use the square brackets. You can also create a list using the list method. Here also I can create a similar list. Next is if you want to add an element to the list, you can use the append method. It will add at the last index. So if I run this, it will add Ravi at the last index. But if you want to add at a specified index, you can use the insert method. So here I am inserting 20 at the index value of 1. So now 20 is inserted at the first index. And as I have told you in day 1, the indexing in Python starts from 0. So Chennai is 0, Jaipur is 1, and this is 2 index, so on and so forth. If you have to remove the elements based on the index, you can use the pop method. So pop method is used to remove the element from a list. So here 20 is removed from the list. You can use remove method also to remove an element, but you have to specify the exact element value. For example, if I have to remove Jaipur, I have to specify the name of the Jaipur. So here Jaipur will be removed. You can join two lists using the plus operator. Like this, you can join two lists. You can also extend an existing list using the extend operator. So there are two ways to join the list. Next is you can also use the sort method to sort the values of a list in the ascending order. If you want to sort in descending order, you have to give reverse equal to true. It will sort in descending order. Now let's say I have a list of a string, and if I have to sort this list of a string based on the number of characters in the string, I can use the sort method and specify key as length, which means that it will sort the elements based on the number of characters in a list, like this. Again, if you want to sort in a reverse manner, you can sort in reverse direction as well. Next is if you want to reverse a list, you can use the reverse methodology. It will reverse the existing list. Now, if you want to count a number of characters in a particular element of a list, you can use the count method. So count will actually tell you how many times am is present. So am is present only one time. In maximum also you can find in a list, and there is a concept of slicing as well. If you want to get the element of the second index, you can use square brackets followed by the value. If you want to get the values from 2 to 5, again here 2 second index is inclusive but 5 is not inclusive. So in Python if you are specifying the start and stop index, the stop index is not included when you are fetching the data. It will be n-1. So it will be 2 second value, third value and fourth value will be fetched from the index. There is a concept of start, stop and step as well. So step means how many values you want to skip. So here I want to start from first index, go till 6th index, and I have to get the every second value. So I can do like this. If you want to reverse a string, you can use the negative indexing as well. Negative indexing starts from -1. So you can use the negative index to see the elements or populate the elements from the last value. So this will be used to reverse a list without using the reverse method. If you want to identify the index of a particular value, you can use the index methodology. So with this, your list is completed. So you have seen various functionalities. Just to summarize, so we have seen append, insert, pop, remove, extend operator, we have used sort operator, we have used clear, reverse, max, count and index operator. So make sure if you want to see the elements from the last, you do the negative indexing. Now we will talk about tuples. So tuple is a fixed length. Tuples are immutable, which means once they are created, they cannot be changed. And tuples are created using parentheses. And some of the key methods available in tuple are length, max, min, index, count, sum, sorted and reversed. So here we are creating a tuple using the parenthesis, and you can see the type is class tuple, and here tuples are created in parenthesis. You can also create a tuple using a tuple keyword, and you have to pass a list inside the parenthesis. You can index the tuple or extract the element of a tuple based on its position, which is index. Now one thing which we have to notice is you cannot change value of a tuple. So if I want to change the value of second index to 100, it will throw an error. That tuple object does not support item assignment. So what is the turnaround for that is, if you want to make any changes to a tuple, you have to convert that into a list, make changes into the list, and then again convert that back into tuple. So this is the only way by which you can edit a tuple, by converting into a list. So here now the value is changed to 100. You can add two tuples. You can have tuples of multiple data types, and then you can specify you can identify the index of a particular tuple, like we have seen in list. You can also identify the length of the tuple, how many elements are there. You can count how many times a particular element is present using the count method. You can also sum a particular tuple value. If it is all integer, you can find the minimum as well. So with this, your tuple is completed. So predominantly we use list and dictionary as well, and why it is so, I'll tell you in the subsequent session. So now we will talk about dictionary. Now dictionary is a very important Python data structure. It stores data in key value pairs, and each key is associated with a value. The value in dictionary can be modified, inserted using keys as reference. So keys can be used as reference. You cannot use indexing in dictionary. If you have to extract any value from the dictionary, you have to reference it using the key only. Now dictionaries can be created using curly braces, and there are various methods in dictionary like copy, clear, pop item, pop, items, keys, values and length. Now here I am creating a dictionary, which is first is a list, city is a key, and number is again key, and this list is a values, and then you have another list. So this class is dictionary, and I have this dictionary in the curly braces. Now if I have to copy a contents of a dictionary into another dictionary, I can use the copy method like this. If you want to see only keys, you can either use dictionary.keys or you can convert it into a list as well to see the list like this. So here you can get all the keys of your dictionary. Similarly, you can get all the values of your dictionary, and then you have the items. So item will give you a key value pair in form of a list of tuples. So here you get a list of tuples where you have the item value combination. If you want to update a dictionary, you can using the update method. So if I update this dictionary, now you will have only this much, because I have converted city into Shimla only, the number as 100. Another point is, you can add an element to a dictionary. For example, I am adding this name, so you have to specify using the key value pair. So here you can see that name is added. Now if I have to remove any element from the dictionary, I have to use it using you can use the pop method, and you have to specify the name value of the key. So here the name is removed. You can also use the delete method. Delete and pop both works in the similar way. If you want to remove the last element or last key in a dictionary, you can use the pop item like this. If you want to clear all the elements of a dictionary, you can use the clear method. So it will delete all the elements of a list, but it will keep the structure intact. If you want to delete complete list including the structure, you have to use the delete functionality. So now it says that this is not present because it is already deleted over here. Now next is sets. So set is an unordered collection and all elements are unique in nature. Sets can be created by using set method or the curly braces. So here I am creating a set using the curly braces, and here I am using the set constructor. So different methods available are like union, intersection, difference, is subset, update, add, pop, clear and delete. So here I have created a set. S1 dot union S2 means all the elements between S1 and S2 without any repetition, because set will only give unique values. Intersection will give me all the common values between S1 and S2. S1 difference S2 means all values which are present in S1 but not present in S2. There is only one value, which is 1. Is subset will check whether this S1 is subset of 2, which means all the elements of S1 are part of S2, so it will be boolean value false. So which means S1 is not a subset of S2. Then you have S1 dot update. So you have to, if you want to update a set, you can add multiple elements by passing a list inside the update method. So here 10, 20, 30 is added. If you want to remove any element from the set, you can use the pop method. So pop method will not remove elements from the last because set is unordered. Even it removes element from the last, you will not come to know from which index it is been removed. If you want to add a single element, you can use the add method like this. Now clear method is used to clear all the elements of the set, and delete method is used to delete all the elements of the set like this. So we have seen what all the different functionalities or different methods present in list, tuple, dictionary and set, out of which list and dictionary are used very frequently both in data analytics industry and data science industry, and there are various variations in which list and dictionaries can be used for data pre-processing. Next topic which we will be covering in day 3 will be list comprehension, dictionary comprehension, set comprehension, and we will use many more built-in functions like enumerate, zip, map, and we will see how those can be applied into day-to-day real data processing. So please like, subscribe and comment Data Science Studio by MT, and look forward for the third session. Thank you.